Okay. All right. So, last night in Minnesota, in December, we had a huge thunderstorm. Tons of blowing winds. Terrible. So, I didn't sleep well all night. My hair is all fuckered. On top of not sleeping well all night, part of the reason I didn't sleep well all night because of the storms was because I had an appointment at 7 a.m. this morning for my car to have an oil change. So I didn't sleep well. Got up this morning. It's now cold. Still fucking windy. Now it's snowing. Well, I went ahead and drove out there, dropped my car off. I was going to stay there and knit, and the very nice service tech was like, we can give you a loaner and you can come back tomorrow. Because it turns out my car just hit 30,000 miles. And they're like, well, there's this 30,000 mile checkup maintenance, and then there's also the Starlink thing that needs to be updated. And all those together is going to take hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, I do not have time to do that. I need to go home and work today. Can I keep the loaner car overnight? Because they're like, we can give you a loaner car. Can I keep the loaner? Yeah, bring it back. Come get your car in the morning. And I'm like, great. Because I have a movie to see tonight. And I'm not going to be able to make it back this afternoon and then make it out to the movie theater in time to get everybody their tickets. Because I have 20 tickets to distribute. Because I'm that person that takes everybody with me to see Marvel so that afterwards we can all stand around and geek out about it. So I left my car there, drove back in a 21 Outback. I like my 18 Crosstrek better, but whatever. And not just because my Crosstrek is orange. Stop at the store, get stuff, get home. That's a whole big deal. So I am starting Spider-Man Day sleep deprived, which never works out well because now I have to be up past my normal bedtime to go see the Spider-Man. And then I'm going to be spun up once Spider-Man is over because all the geeky goodness. I had one thing spoiled for me this morning while I was listening to a podcast of guys reacting to Hawkeye. And they had gotten to see a press screening of Spider-Man. And so while I was listening to them talk about Hawkeye, something came out of their mouth and I'm like, guys, really? Because they tend to be really good about this is no spoilers, and I don't think they realize they said it, but they should have caught it in editing. Because unlike me, who never edits anything because I don't know how, they literally work in the tech industry. They know how to edit these fucking videos. They should have edited it out. Yes, today is much more vlog than knitting. So, work through the day. We'll see if I get any knitting done today, which maybe not. Go to the movie tonight. I forgot. This is like nerd Christmas week. This is just like the time to be. I mean, I was in the 70s and 80s, a little nerd girl in a rural county. I was the only little nerd girl around who liked the things I liked. There were boys, but you know, you want to hang out with the fat girl, right? So I was the only nerd girl around, and this just feels like the entire world went, yeah, we're going to get married this. Because, I mean, literally this week, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Witcher, and I forgot, a new Wheel of Time tomorrow. Yeah, I feel like it's just all for me. Especially because the stuff that we're getting out of Marvel is not all centered on males. Like I'm like the Hawkeye show. If you actually walk the Hawkeye show, yeah, Hawkeye's in it, but it's all about the women characters who are multifaceted, layered, surprising, and acted by the most awesome actresses. I mean, just Haley Florence Pugh, Maya Lopez's actress Alana Cox. Obviously, I have not memorized her name yet. Vera, um, the actress who plays Laura Barton, whose name I should remember, who has become so surprising in this show for being so much deeper than she was written in the other couple of appearances. Yeah, just all for me. I pulled the bird feed in last night because it was so gusty. I was afraid it was going to blow off, even though I've got it anchored down. I mean, we were getting some serious gusts, so I pulled it in. So I just put it back out, even though it is still gusty, because at least at this point I can see it if it's going to start to go. And so the boss is over there yelling at burbs. And I'm tired, and so my brain isn't focused. Work is going to be hell. Day 16 of the Advent. Cactus juice. Cactus juice. So yeah, it's definitely 4 different sets within the complete Advent calendar of color families. And I am adoring these greens. Oh my God, these are so awesome. I love them so much. Hello, boss. What do you want? What do you want, boss? I did, hello, boss, work on the color work last night, and I got the cuff finished. And this is the part where it was so pulled in last time. And it's not this time, like it's... So I think that's turned out pretty well. One of these days I'll be happy with my own color work. Oh, while I was out today, I stopped at the store on the way back to get Diet Pepsi because I'm going to need it for today to make through. And 2 separate ladies complimented my Eye of Sauron hat and scarf. They're like, oh, those are so pretty. And I'm like, thank you, I made them. And they're like, oh. One lady was like, I figured you did. Because they matched too perfectly. And I'm like, you are right, I did plan them that way. But yeah, so that was very nice. And then put just a little bit more on the sake, 2 more repeats of the pattern. So working on that sake, and then I put my row of my one section of building up the feathers on the wingspan. I am down to 27 grams of yarn this morning. I would like to, if I don't work on anything else, I would like to put that row on the wingspan today, because I feel like if I keep chipping away at it, I'm going to be finished a lot faster. And one complete pattern repeat doesn't feel terrible. Like, I mean, it's work and it takes a while, but it doesn't feel awful. So I would like to go ahead and get that done today if I can, depending on how busy it is at work and how much the boss needs lovin's, because the boss has wanted a lot of lovin's lately. And the boss does not like knittings when she's getting lovin's, because she wants to be in the lap and she wants both hands on her. She does not like to be held. As you can see, she's trying to push away from me. But I don't care, I love her, because she's so pretty. She's my baby. She's purring. Sorry, I got distracted. Sitting here in the camera just looking at my cat because she's pretty. But that is all. I'm sorry. This was all over the place, but I am so tired. I cannot focus my brain. I mean, I'm usually all over the place, but usually my brain knows that it's jump. Today I'm just like, woo, loo, loo, loo. Have a good day, y'all.